Alright, so we're back to Bloodstained. Okay, so I'm not really changing plans too much, but I am gonna try to do a little bit of I don't know, housekeeping. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm gonna actually use this warp before we go to the new area, because that is definitely something we want to do. But before I do that, I want to go back to the cathedral. For two reasons. One, I need to go see Todd the Barber, because Miriam needs a slightly different look, I think. Just a little different anyway. And actually, there's something I want to test on top of that, because I still have not figured out how this order-made scarf that you're supposed to customize the color of works.
Fascinating. People do their hair like this?
Todd has mastered a new hairstyle. Okay, so I think, yeah. With the hat and everything, we need to be able to see the hair. That does not look half bad. Ah. Aha.
The look suits you fine.
Okay, but really seriously though, how much how much did that affect my oh. Yeah, we'll keep it that way for now. You know what though, honestly, nah, we'll go with the red. It actually looks pretty cool. I'm sorry, those little stat boosts, they're worth it. I may be a number whore at this point, but I'm sorry, I can't abide by that. Okay, I want to go right. There's another thing I want to do in the chapel real quick. Because to get the upgraded version of the Rava Baral, I need 2 more of those swords, and I need a razor blade that these barbers carry and drop, so we're gonna do that for a moment. And hey, free experience points. Okay, that's the sharp razor. That's one thing I needed, so I got that. So now I just need them, and I need 1 more of those. Come on now. Can we get really lucky? I just need 1 more. Ah. Oh my god, is that it? Did I get all the ones I needed? Please tell me I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go this way because this is the easiest way to get to where I need to go. See, farming in this game is really not so bad. It could be a lot worse. Like, Symphony of the Night was actually pretty good about farming too, for the most part. It was just some enemies, like the way the luck system, the luck stat worked in Symphony of the Night, like, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get it high enough to where things would drop regularly. Whereas in this game, I feel like they kind of bumped it down a bit as far as, like, the different thresholds for stuff to drop. At least it feels like it, because even when I did, you know, when I 100%ed the items in my first playthrough, my previous playthrough, even then, I mean, it didn't feel like I was having to struggle too much. It was just specifically some of the stuff involving the gold material, which is a very it's either a very time-consuming or very expensive process. Either way, it sucks. And in all honesty, a lot of the stuff you get from that isn't really that great. So it's kind of poopy in that regard. But all right, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna switch over back to the craft work, and then we're gonna switch over to the Aegis plate. So okay, normally these Iron Maidens do like 100 and something damage to me. Now they do nothing. And more importantly, I can do this now. Yay. Okay. But again, you have to have that armor to get through this area. Like, you cannot get to this area at all without that armor. So, gee, it's very important to have it, obviously. Alright, so now we can switch back to that. We no longer need the Aegis plate. That's the only time I ever use the Aegis plate. It's really not used for anything else. Also, we got a new hat. What kind of hat? A crow hat, it says. Not very great, but it looks cool. Actually, what's really weird is you can kind of make Miriam look like a Bloodborne character, honestly. And you can give her skills, like shard skills, that are kind of vaguely similar to Bloodborne. So I can't help but think that maybe that game kind of seeped into this somehow. I mean, it's a great game. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody on the development team of this game probably has played it and probably was like, oh, that'd be cool. Also, this is the Oriental Sorcery Lab. Arguably the hardest area in the game, just because of the enemies, frankly. Getting through it, it's pretty straightforward overall. But like, the enemies can really wreck you if you're not paying attention. Also, if you look closely, our friend Benjamin is down there, but we can't get to him yet. We will at some point, maybe. I might come back for him. I don't know, because you really don't have to. I really don't have to for this playthrough, because you know the only thing you get from him as reward is money, and so unless you absolutely need a big boost in money. And it's really not that big a boost. He might just be left there for good. So sorry, Benjamin. I really have very little. I have very little use for you right now. Also, these things are no joke. They are a pain in the ass. These are basically this game's version of Fleamen from Castlevania, except they're way more dangerous, and they actually are. They can actually kill you. Fleamen could not really kill you unless you were really, really god-awful at the game. These guys, however, they can really wreck your day real fast. Yeah, but this place is pretty cool. I like the Oriental Sorcery Lab. It's a really neat, like, it's got some really cool stuff in it once we start getting through it. But now we're just making one little detour here, back to the chapel. Because there's this area up here we could not previously get to. Hey, that's nice. How about you drop some witch's tears? That'd be real nice. Of course you won't, though. Why would you? Okay, got an MP max up. That's helpful. Hey, library books. Let's see. Okay, that's... we're not worried about that. Okay, so a potion and heir apparent too. Okay, just to be on the safe side. Come on, I need 2 more. Just to satisfy Lindsay. And their ability is pretty cool. It's pickpocket. It allows you to like, I believe on hit you have a chance of stealing just flat up money from enemies, so that's pretty cool. Also, there's a secret room here. Not the most obvious secret room, but still, it's a secret room. And we can get the Kitsune mask, which I really don't see a point in wearing right this second. So the place is called the Oriental Sorcery Lab, so obviously there's a lot of Oriental style stuff in here. Alright, here's the shuriken, which my brother insists, because he's played through this game quite, you know, just as much as I have, and he insists that's one of the better skill shards in this game, is that shuriken skill. He's like, yeah, he was like, yeah, if you level that up, like, holy shit, you can just, like, destroy everything. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I'll take your word for it. Okay, that's not... No. Yeah, so there's this section. It's not too bad, but it's a little... I don't know. It's a little iffy. Yeah. Trying to remember how to get to that one. It's one of these, I'm pretty sure. Not that. And this goes... no. Not wanting to go there just yet. Not quite yet. There we go. That's where I'm trying to get to. Alright, Crimsonite equipment. Very good. Now, I'm kind of hoping that the ninja enemies, they drop Crimsonite. I'm hoping that one or more of them drop some, because I could really use some. Which one is it? It's this one over here. Okay. Beef? That's actually not too bad though. Ah. Come on, Crimsonite? Yes! Oh my god. How lucky am I? I really am though. I'm getting very lucky with a lot of these drops. I don't know how or why that is happening, but... I don't know, I guess it's just my lucky day. Game's being very kind to me. Augment strength. So that's a handy spell to have. Okay. So now comes the really fun part of this stage, or this area. Ugh. How much money do I have? Oh, I've got plenty of money, thank goodness. It was one thing I was mildly worried about. Oh wow, that drop. Damn! Game is just throwing shit at me now. I'm shocked. So that's Tornado Slicer. That's a really good wind-based elemental attack. I don't know if I'll actually get around to using it, but damn it, if I won't try to at some point, just because I didn't expect to actually get it. Oh, these little bastards, Lord, all over me. Do I want to? Yeah, I do. What am I saying? Of course I do. Little door down here I want to go check out real quick. I totally forgot to go this way. Oh look, it's a mimic. Or a, whatchamacallit, a death trap. Not a big deal. Kind of a cruel room if there ever was one in this game. Okay, hey. Giving me plenty of the bovine plumes. That'll actually let me get a really cool ability, which Frankly, I kind of wish they'd let you get earlier in the game, but I understand sort of why they didn't. Because it really would have broken the game considerably, but again, it's a really cool ability, and I wish the game would have let me actually get it earlier, but it's okay. In any case, we're almost through this place, actually. It's not a big area, admittedly. It's pretty straightforward and not too big. There's a pretty cool boss fight at the end, though. And I'm hoping to hell it doesn't give me too much trouble, because a lot of these enemies are giving me a lot more trouble than I expected. Like, they're taking a lot of hits, and I'm not fully attuned to that. Oh, to hell with you. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that. It hurts. Like a lot. Get out of here with your bullshit. Oh, hey. Crimsonite, no. Do. Also, you can break this Tengu statue's nose and get a Manju. Okay. You know what? I ain't fucking with you if I don't have to. Oh, there's some... Oh, nice. It seems wasteful, but it's really not. Because those are stat bonuses I could always use, so... Thank you, Silver Knight. Finally, you could get something done there. Oh, good lord. They are worse than Fleamen. Alright, so that's the Ofuda Talisman. That's an interesting accessory. If I... Let's see. There we go. Nice. We finally replaced the necklace. Amazing. We've had that thing almost since the beginning of the game. What is that? Hell yes. And now we can get rid of that silly mask. That might help. Seeing those numbers turn blue and go up, that's always a pleasure. In case you need to be reminded that this is an Oriental themed stage, we get the little sliding doors. I forget if there's a name for those. I feel like there probably is. Okay. The ritual is tomorrow, but we have a problem. One of the children we selected, Miriam, has fallen into a deep slumber, and her crystal, which accounts for half the catalyst we intend to use, has lost its power. I suspect my friend, but it matters not. The ritual's chances of success have waned, but we must find a way. Whilst Baal did not come, the summoning was a triumphant success. Demons have flooded into our world, proving the validity of the guild's beliefs and the necessity of our presence. However, I never imagined it would lead to such catastrophe. Was I foolish to heed my superiors so blindly? But what is done is done. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this could go okay, or this could go really badly. What... Do I have anything like... Okay. If it starts getting really bad, I will switch to Karabas on this build, if need be. Just real quick, though, do I have any better weapons? Anything that's, like, straight up just better? No. Okay, so this is it. What's my... Okay. I might be okay. Maybe. We'll see.
I've been waiting for you, Miriam.
The Shardbinders should be struck from existence. Is that it?
Correct. But I am here to test you, not in you.
I have no quarrel with you, Zangetsu.
Perhaps not. But carnage is the language I speak. If we are to come to an understanding, this is how we do it. Now, fight as if your life depended on it.
Got it. Ah, I slid right into it. Jesus. Ah, shit. God damn, he's got such a weird, whatchamacallit, hitbox on his stuff. Alright. Karabas, let's go. Oh, hell, she might not even try to do it because she's not even really leveled up enough for it. Well, we'll see. Okay, next phase. Good deal. The most dangerous phase, easily. Ah, hell. Fairy companion, please, for the love of God, do something. And you're not gonna do shit. Alright, so there we go. First death. I knew it. Went through the whole game without that happening. Oy, oy, oy. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Not yet, anyway. Let's see how long this load screen takes. This is like one of the main blemishes on this game that I have a little bit of an issue with is well, actually that one was quick. Wow. Excellent. But sometimes the loading screens can take, oh god, forever. And not in a charming, like, oh, haha way, but in like a, okay, I really just want to get back to the game, why am I waiting for 6 minutes? Like, okay. I'll be honest, I should probably... Yeah, I know exactly what I'll do. Because it doesn't take me very long to get back here. I'm going to use a Waystone since I've got that warp room anyway. I'm going to use a Waystone, I'm going to go buy some potions and shit, because, Zangetsu is no joke. Like, he is actually that is a pretty hard boss fight. Because it's like, you think you're getting near the end and you realize you're only halfway through it, and it's like, oh my god. Like, he goes through multiple phases, and he does some goofy ass shit. We want to check weapons real quick. Mainly though, I want to double check on where are they? They're like right next to each other. Where is it? Okay, so that halfway done with that, and I just need one more item for that one. So that's good. This is good. Good stuff. Oh, you know what though? Oh, hello. Oh, hell yes.
Pace yourself.
And I have 3 of those. I might as well just quietly yeah, I don't, well, I'm not really worried about luck so much in this fight as I am everything else. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna save the game real quick. Might as well. Just so I don't have to go and do all that crap again. And let's see, we are at 79.30% of the map done. Yeah, but I would argue, I would say the second Zangetsu fight, I think it really is kind of the hardest boss fight of the game. Like, even harder than the final bosses that you face off against. Like, it requires you to, like, not get hit, basically. That's the whole gist of it.
I have something new to offer you.
Do you?
What are you looking to buy?
All of this crap.
Then we have a deal.
Do you have any weapons I would particularly be interested in? Not really. How about any Oh, hello. No. Bunch of crap. Bunch of crap. Look at all this crap. Nobody wants your crap. Okay, so.
Thank you. I'll be here if you need me.
If you insist. Let me go talk to Lindsay real fast. I know I can turn something in with her, probably.
Got any... Here's what I've...
Yeah.
Good. Got any... Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Okay. And that bandit blade, by the way, that reward for that third, quest that she had listed, that is actually a really good weapon. And I wouldn't mind having it, but I really don't. I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. I'm just gonna go. I don't need to save again. I'm just gonna beeline it back to Zangetsu. Oh, you know, I keep forgetting I've got that damned poltergeist skill. I really need to actually like use that for that boss fight. I need to actually activate it and use it. I just haven't really been using it a whole lot, so I haven't really thought to use it at all, really. Because that's the kind of dummy I am. Still takes 4 hits, though. Oh my god, just stay away, monkey. Or 8, whatever you're supposed to be. Oh my god. Get off my dick. Go away. Alright. There we go. And also this room up here at the top of this this little entryway thing, the room at the top here, that is where the carpenter's key will be used. I will maybe, if I can beat Zangetsu, then this episode I will attempt to defeat the carpenter. You'll understand what I mean when you see him. That's his name though, he is the carpenter. And more importantly, if I can get the shard that carpenter boss, optional boss drops, then it'll literally be game over for the next few bosses. Like, it'll be silly. Because it's a particularly effective and incredibly, almost, I mean, downright broken shard to utilize. It's incredibly overpowered. But of course, it's a completely optional boss fight, so it's not really cheap as much as it is like, oh, congratulations, you beat this boss at slightly earlier than maybe the game was designed for you to do so. So, you know, have at it. Here's a super weapon. Okay. So now we're gonna save, and hopefully we can get him this time. I think we can. I think I can. I really think I can. And if not, then I'm just gonna have to maybe grind up a level or two and then try it again. Okay. Not a bad start. See, the trick with him is well, the best trick you can really get with him is you can try to get behind him, because he's completely vulnerable on the on his backside. He can't really do anything to you as long as you're, you know, he's not facing you. He should be transitioning here in a second to the flame phase. There it is. Get some free hits in. Oh yes. Alright, now we're at lightning phase. This one's a little scary, because he does a lot more damage, and he's got a weird AoE attack he'll do. Maybe. He might not, though. He might not ever get to it. Whoa. Nope, now he switched to ice. So last phase. And arguably his easiest. Ow. Come on. Feel like Megatron. Oh! Oh! Oh, good lord, no. Absolutely not. I don't know why. I reflexively slid. I don't know how I ended up doing that.
Enough. How do you expect me to fight as if my life depends on it when you are clearly not?
You could tell.
With your skill, you could have destroyed me in a heartbeat.
I have a gift for you.
Alright.
What are you doing?
My sword. The Zangetsuto. I came to England in pursuit of a demon named Gremory. Only by that blade may she be cut down.
Gremory? That's the demon that attends Jeeble. But why give the sword to me?
I've tried making contact with Gremory, but I have yet to cross paths with her even once.
You think she's avoiding you?
She must be. And surely you have noticed. That man you're after, Jeeble? Gremory is controlling him. But her hold on him is not absolute. Perhaps you have seen signs. A moment of weakness. A diminishing of his resolve.
Yes. When I faced him on the galleon.
Good. That means your ties to Jeeble are still stronger than Gremory's. And she knows it. Which means she will not allow Jeeble to be alone with you. When she appears, use that blade and cut her down.
But wait. Why not come with me and do it yourself?
Because if she fears me more than she fears relinquishing Jeeble, then we risk losing her. I will have my vengeance on her. Even if it means parting with the sword. And there is something else I need to clear up while you deal with Gremory.
All right. I will finish what you started.
What I started. I am certain you will.
You know, I gotta say, just to shout out to David Hayter for a second, because this is something I was a little worried about when he was announced as being cast in the game as Zangetsu. I was really worried that it was, I mean, it was obviously stunt casting to a certain extent, but like I was worried that what we were gonna get was just a straight up like, oh, it's Solid Snake. And yeah, the voice is very similar, I suppose. There's bits of like Solid Snake. There's a little bit of Old Snake in it too, but honestly, it's a really cool performance because it's a different kind of David Hayter performance. It's softer. It's got like softer edges, whereas like Solid Snake always was like very gruff and meh. Like Zangetsu has moments where he's like very approachable, and I like that. He's a cool character, and I really cannot wait to be able to play as him. He seems like he will be a fun thing to do in this game. I'm also crossing my fingers that instead of it just being a novel, oh hey, you can play as Zangetsu, I'm kind of hoping that there's like a story involved with playing as him. Like maybe there's like special cutscenes or just a slightly different narrative than you would normally have. Maybe. Okay, I've got enough potions. I think I can do this. Carpenter's room. So this is the carpenter. He does a lot of damage. And obviously I do not do that much damage at all. Okay. Okay. Can we please like stop? Let's not do this. No, don't do this. Oh my god. I was not expecting all that. I did not know he threw multiples out like that. That is insane. You see how bad this is going. Yeah. Okay, so I can't beat him right now. Oh well. It was worth a shot. So that answers my question as to whether or not I can beat him. The answer is no. The answer is absolutely not. Cannot do that. Okay, this might be a long load screen. Who knows? Let's see. We got lucky the last time, so. Thankfully, I didn't really lose any progress, so that's nice. But of course, this is the long one. Like I said, this is the only real blemish on this game. You know, yeah, there's some technical issues here and there, but I've been playing this game straight through on this playthrough, and I haven't had like a single crash or any sort of weird glitches or anything. But the loading screen, I knew that was going to eventually rear its ugly head, and I don't really know what's going on with that. It's really inconsistent because sometimes it's super quick, and other times it's like this where it just takes an extended period of time. My guess, though, is that more than likely they'll probably patch this up a little bit, maybe, hopefully. I don't really know what they will do. I don't know what there is to be done. I'm not a game developer. But hopefully maybe if there's anything they can do, they will attempt to do it. Yeah. I guess once it does load, though, I guess I'll use a... I'm trying to think of what I need to do next, honestly. I mean, I guess I could... Because I got the Zangetsuto, so I'm good on that. I don't know. I don't really know what else... I know there's... I'm trying to think of anything else that's explicitly that I need to do. And I really can't think of anything. Because I really, if anything, the only thing I really want to do at this point is I want to get enough materials to make those 2 weapons I'm wanting. Or rather, just that one. The upgraded, you know, the wind sword thing I have. But only problem with that is that it requires me to defeat one of these Kickstarter backer room bosses, and it's not the Carpenter. Spoiler alert, there's actually 3 of those, and it's not that one. It's the one that's in the Hall of Termination, and I don't have the key for it yet. Yeah, I don't really need to stick around here. I think I got everything I can get here. So, what am I going to do now? I guess... I can technically get the next ending. That is a thing I can do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to the Hall of Termination. And I'm going to go fight Jeeble again. Now, obviously, you know, Zangetsu, he gave us his sword. He gave us, again, Zangetsuto, which at this point is the best katana available to you. Though there's actually one more that's slightly better, but not by much. He gave us that weapon because that weapon is designed to, is that demon that's been attending Jeeble since the beginning of the game. Now, the idea... And I will explain it to you as it happens, because, again, I didn't know about this second ending until, like, way later. After I had beaten the game initially. And as a matter of fact, just in case, because I don't know if you actually get a credit sequence on it or not, but in case you do, I'm going to just go ahead and make a separate save file, just in case. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. Also, how much of the map have we got? 79.40%. So there's still, like, another 20% of the map still to go. We don't need to listen to this conversation again, I don't think. I think everybody got it the first time, hopefully. Jeeble spouts some anime bullshit. Miriam responds with more anime bullshit. And then they fight. So, I don't have the Zangetsuto equipped, and the reason for that is pretty simple. Pay attention to that moon in the background. That's the important bit. Just pay attention to that moon. Okay, so now the moon's turned red, and if I had the Zangetsuto, I could attack that moon. Okay, so we got all that.
But was it the right thing? With that many shards bound to you, you will be all too easy to possess.
Hmm. And so we get a game over. So that's the second bad ending. Basically, if you have the Zangetsuto, if you go through all the trouble to get the Zangetsuto, and you don't bother to use it in that fight on that moon when it flashes and goes red, you apparently get a bad ending. So that was new to me. I've not seen that before. It was a little less than I expected. I was hoping to get like a sort of cutscene or a little bit more dialogue, but hey, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Alright, so... Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Come on, title screen. Alright. I think I can just... Yeah, I don't think I needed to make a separate save, so that's good. That's good to know. I'll just delete that before, at some point, that second save that I don't need. Okay, so alright, so that's the room that has an enemy that drops an item I need to make one of my swords. Meantime, I guess we'll go back to yeah, we'll go back because I need to buy some more Waystones anyways, and some more high potions. It's a big piece of advice I can give anybody who may be playing this for the first time or giving this game a shot. Do not skimp on potions. Like my first playthrough, I ended up bumping into a lot of issues because of that, where I was just like not able to really deal with the amount of damage I was taking, and I didn't have any healing items whatsoever. And also, second piece of advice, so I haven't really been following it this playthrough, but this stuff, like, you really should sit down and try to do some of this stuff. Like, really, these stat bonuses really begin to add up. The desserts, which will raise your luck in many cases, and will also raise your MP quick charge rate.
Zangetsu said Jeeble is being controlled by a demon named Gremory.
Gremory? Of the 72 demons?
I knew Jeeble wasn't a monster. He's possessed by one.
Then there's a good chance we can free him.
I'll do whatever it takes.
So will I. But Gremory... Oh, this explains so much. Jeeble could never have accomplished something this heinous with his crystal alone. Now adding Gremory's power to his, well, that pushes it into the realm of possibility. I'm sorry. Once I start theorizing, I can't be stopped.
Oh, shut up, Johannes.
So, what
I wanted to check this real quick. Actually, maybe here. Yes.
I'll go with this.
Yes. No. Demon wing, huh? So yeah, so I will be able to get that pretty soon. I will be getting that. This one I don't know for sure though. This one might be a bit trickier because I need a demon wing and flight feather. I don't even know if I picked up those items already. Let's see. Need a demon wing and a flight feather. Okay. It's not looking very good. Oh, okay. Well, Now the flight feather, I'm pretty sure I know what drops that. I am not 100. And the demon wing, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what drops that. I'm not so sure about the flight feather. That's kind of throwing me off, but I don't know. I think that's a perfectly good stopping point for this episode because we got a lot done. I mean, we're basically done with the castle. That's it. But we've still got some stuff to do, so we're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to do the Jeeble fight correctly. And then from there, there's a little bit more to be seen. We don't have a lot more. I think we might have one episode. Like the next episode might be dedicated to getting the materials I'm requiring to make these 2 weapons that I really want. And then other than that, after that, then we should basically be able to get to the end game pretty easily. In any case, I hope you've enjoyed watching so far. We're close to the end. It's been a fun run, I must say. If anything, just, you know, as usual, like, subscribe, comment at your leisure. Hope you have a great night or day or whatever time it is for you that you're watching this, if you are watching this. And yeah, I'll be back for the last bits of Bloodstained. So thank you again, and bye-bye.